silencing the accused.
Carrying his remarks live because, frankly, he says a lot of things that are not true and sometimes potentially dangerous. But we do have a small portion, so you can get a sense of his state of mind and how he might be framing his defense. I want to get your reaction to it. We're going to start, of course, I just want to note, he begins this clip we're about to show you by making unfounded claims about the charges against him, untrue and unfounded claims about the charges against him, and the people he thinks are behind it.
Prepared for his pre-fundraiser remarks tonight to again be essentially a Trump campaign speech. Because of that, we do not intend to carry these remarks live. As we have said before in these circumstances, there is a cost to us as a news organization to knowingly broadcast untrue things. We are here to bring you the news. It hurts our ability to do that if we live broadcast what we fully expect in advance to be a litany of lies and false accusations, no matter who says them.
Hat tip to Brian Kilmeade. He's doing a good job substituting for Tucker Carlson in his absence. I'd like to talk about what PBS put up on their NewsHour. They put the disclaimer up during Trump's post-arraignment speech that listening to his words might create violence. I guess they figured at the PBS NewsHour that their viewers can't handle the truth. But let's go back to senior CNN anchor Jake Tapper and Chris Hayes of MSNBC. Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel Maddow of MSNBC. They both said that Trump's words were probably too dangerous to share live with their audience. This is kind of absurd because they devoted 24-hour broadcasts of nothing but Donald Trump's indictment. And then when the moment comes to hear Trump's actual words, they say they have to censor the accused. This was wrong for the media to do for several reasons. Number one, it's wrong. Number two, all suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Most news outlets are treating Trump as already convicted before his trial. Number three, what Jake Tapper and Rachel Maddow said was insulting, not to Trump, but to their own audience. Presenting exonerating evidence for the target that they want you to hate would go against their carefully sculpted narrative, so they won't confuse you with the facts. Number four, if this sounds familiar, it's because the news media did this during the Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial. Most viewers of the trial were shocked at his acquittal on multiple counts. It was unanimous. The reason for this shock is that the news outlets were so certain of his guilt that they refused to air friendly witnesses or statements by his defense team. There was no reason to show the viewers contrary evidence when his guilt was preordained. Number five, the final reason it was wrong for the news media not to carry Donald Trump's post-arraignment remarks is that they had already decided to label it as an unhinged rant before he even spoke. Instead, the accused president detailed the possible defense that his lawyers would pursue. Speaking to his supporters, Donald Trump made two legal references. He explained the Presidential Records Act, PRA, and he also referenced the 2012 civil court case that affirmed the Presidential Records Act as settled law. This was the Clinton Sock case, legally known as Judicial Watch versus National Archives and Records Administration, NARA. That was the same organization which triggered the FBI raid on Trump's home of Mar-a-Lago. These two legal references cover the designation of presidential papers, who has custody of them, and who can seize them. See my previous video, The Rule of Law. By blacklisting Trump's prepared speech, these news outlets did their viewers a disservice should the jury move to acquit. As with the Kyle Rittenhouse acquittal, the result would be 100% at odds with the expert analysis that these news agencies do put on the air. Trump's defense will almost certainly hinge on the Fourth Amendment against illegal search and seizure by the FBI, and the two legal references I just mentioned. But if you are a viewer of the network news, MSNBC, or CNN, you will be completely shocked if Trump is acquitted, because they refuse to even present to you his own defense. Whatever that is, it's not journalism. Thank you.